have to be honest and let you know that I screamed a little bit when I heard you say, "What's up, baby?" Ah, man, like what? What are we gonna do? Cause this is torture.
Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my.
From a spark to a flame, it burns bright. Like the feeling when you finally got my name right. Like a star in the dark, you provide light. Yeah, this could turn into something if we align right. I see you trying to change your life cause you want better. What I'm convinced in 6 months better is together. A story written for the ages, so in this short time, let's be open books. Explore pages like, are you down through all the changes? Jah finds out I'm an Israelite. I lose wages, how about the times and every month when you change phases? And after that, getting your cheeks clapped in different places. Matter of fact, I tell you now, you'll need leg braces. Cause after camp, do benevolence, sensations. And after camp, excavations and temptations. Move that damn hand, girl, that's a violation. Can you follow orders, I wonder? Cause when I'm mad, my voice sound like thunder. It's all love, my pretty dove. Just want you to be something that I'm proud of. It's my job to correct, so never disrespect. A white rose, you wanna be chose, I'ma hit your camp leader, see how it goes, and pray that he don't oppose, cause that's how this old UPK thing goes. Decently and in order so we escape woes. You really do impress me, and now I can't wait until your spirit reflects me. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you accept me, and take the steps to call my camp leader and
just
request me.
Call my camp leader and request me. Call my camp leader and request me. Just call my.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited. Oh wee, yeah, I'm getting excited. Yeah, I did hear that music.
Let's get right to it, dog, you know it's raw. Well, let me catch you if you're showing off. They wanted to get you, I hold it off. Thought he was solid, but told it off. Running the field with the underdogs. Don't wanna get involved. I can admit it, I know what it's time and I'm tripping, I gotta regroup. Niggas will fumble a bag, I get to the cash fast, gotta salute. I've been a hustler, look how I'm coming up. You running your mouth, better run it up. I'm running this shit like a big dog. Living my movie, they pissed off. Pushing the law cause we in charge. They gon' play this in the synagogues. How do I feel? I'm feeling great. Bigger the problem, the bigger the plate. Making my move, that shit gotta wait. Ahead of my time, keep it in line. Put on their face, I just learned to keep it all to myself. Wait, a couple of niggas that hang with me that'll bang for me. If I'm doing bad, never change on me.
We the salt of the earth. We the motherfucking underdogs. We underestimated. You understand what I'm saying?
I got tunnel vision. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you ain't fucking with it. Do what I say or go about your fucking business and take this money with you. I ain't dealing with no fucking children if they not my own. Going by myself, I'ma die alone. These bitches catch my wave and more just hopping on. They hear what I make, it starts to turn them on. I think it's sorcery, the way they rob the bone. The black magic stick, they stopping by my home when I'm not even home. I'd rather be alone, so I can conquer shit, and I can see it wrong. I just keep popping shit, cause I won't be here long. I'm hopping on the road, and get my knees along. She wanna drop it low, and get her eagle on. My new bitch bad as fuck, she look like me alone. I came up from the dirt, was born right under y'all. And just like out of wine, said I just want it all. These niggas seasonal, I watch them leave and fall. The last gon' finish first, cause we some underdogs.
They say the first shall be last, and last shall be first. Nigga, we gon' rule this kingdom, nigga. This one West. Talk to 'em.
Pride to the sun. innocent. Slime to the moon for a boss. All said ghetto, then I got him. That's my doggy dog. Don't bark, gotta mean bite. We them underdogs. Almost off the wire, 5 yards. I'm pressing all of y'all. 9 niggas up like I'm director from a casting call. I don't give a fuck. You want beef? Neck to all of y'all. UPK priest, lace up boost, then it's time to ball. The clip name Wendy, all these shells, I'ma let them fall. Niggas claim they better than like who they think they better than. One West Soldier, best believe we got that metal in. Last name Cannon, cause I still got them drummers in. Kept I set that trap to hell, yeah, I'ma let them know. Underdog, you niggas tripping. We'll be popping on you sniffing. Real crafty with that smithing. Locked in on the mission. Rocking all out. Who the type to hop out? You be bitching, cop the crew time. Now the Glock. Glitch it, nigga.
Every dog has his day.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Shalom. This is the ISUPK, started at 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the direction of Commanding General Anna. This is the sub-branch of the UK, located at 394 Lodge Road, B185PW. Our team, our head officer is Crafia, and this is the Monday class, the law class, and the topic is As God Cast Away His People. So let's greet the brothers. Let's greet the brothers. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Let's greet the sisters. Yahweh Shema Al Atan, Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And the brothers and sisters online, thank you for joining the class. And you're most welcome to ask any question, dash in any question you want to dash in. I'm sure we'll be able to answer as much as we can. But this class is no different from any other class because we have classes on Monday, which is law class. Tuesday is a brotherhood class. Wednesday is history class. Thursday scripture breakdown. Friday is the last one Quadash and on the ends. And then we have Saturday the Sabbath class, Sabbath service class. So every day of the week we have something going on. I think on Tuesday it's from Manchester, but otherwise everything is generally in Birmingham.
That's right.
At the school. So with this, we move right into the class. Say, as God cast away his people, because what we see going on now, let's get to a topic first. The agent of Satan is dead, and all his little minions running around trying to think they can. Who's gonna save them now? Because if their savior is dead, he can't resurrect himself. But we know Yahweh Shai was resurrected on the third day. Don't get confused because the days that he say the days that they say he died and resurrected could not be 3 days. But we know that this one will never see the light of day anymore until the day of judgment, when he's gonna answer for all those crimes where he support. Right? You know, the child molesting thing and all of that are going on in their organization, and they tell her that they are holy, but they are the most unholy organization.
That's right.
Right? They clone all the other organization and build them up and tell them, okay, you're Muslims, but you're still gonna have to use the rosary bead and do what we say. Right? All of these Orthodox church and these Rastafarians and all of these telling about, Ethiopia is the home when Selassie didn't even have locks. And then everybody can be saved. Ask them what are they going to be saved from? Nobody can tell you. Right? So they are making their own little rules, expecting God to conform to their rules, when they themselves doesn't even want to even give it a try. If you say, this is your heritage, and you come now making up your rules and expect God must comply with your rules. Look at you. Look at ashes and dust. And I behave like you think you can make decisions for God when you can't even run your own household. But let's say, who can be saved? Who God cast away from not being his people, and who he will gather back to be his people. And let's show you now that all the other nations who want to come and join to get saved, and they can't tell you what they're going to be saved for or from, because they are the wicked that God is going to come and cast down to raise up back his children to put them on high. Now, if we go to the book of Jeremiah, Romans 11 verse 11. So all of these people now, everybody want to be saved, but when they were beating your back, nobody want to be joining to their back beat.
That's right.
Right? But no, saving time is coming. Everybody interested to get saved from what? Who is going to save you from what though? Because if you're going to be saved, it must for a purpose. We are going to be saved to rule over the other nation. So show me where the other nation is going to be saved for. I would want to tell you because I wanted to be a surprise to you. As the book of Psalms 1 verse 1 says, Psalms 2 verse 1? No, just go to Romans.
Romans 11:11, yeah?
Yeah.
Romans 11:11. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid.
God forbid, right? Even though we stumble and we fall, he still is going to raise us up again.
That's right.
Right? So we know who we worship, and what we're going to be saved for, because we were already designed for that. But because we stumble and the other nation get a chance to flex their muscle against us, it was lovely for them, and they enjoy it. They're reveling it. They're reveling our pain and our distress.
That's right.
That they say we are at the bottom, like you can build a house from the roof. Eh? No matter how smart you're not gonna build a house from the roof.
That's right.
Because you don't know what can happen with the foundation. Might get a little something happen to the foundation where you have to make adjustment to it. Right? So why make the roof and you don't know the foundation are gonna be like after it dry and everything all welled up? A smart man would have built it from the ground. So the Most High is building us right from the ground upward. So all of this evil and these things that we learn in Egypt and we learn in all the Assyrian kingdom and all the other kingdoms is gonna build us up from zero right back to our greatness. So the other nation who want to join us, please do, because you're gonna be so surprised of why you're joining us and what it's gonna cost you. That's you're gonna wish you could have run away, but where you're gonna run go? Because remember, we scattered in all nation. We know all tongues. And that is gonna be a detriment to you. This is the reason why they didn't want us to read. They say we cannot read, but we could not speak English. We could not speak other languages. We only were speaking Hebrew. So obviously they use it as a psychological trick against us to say we couldn't read. But why do you take our records then? And if we couldn't read, how do we have records? Historical records to show you everything about our past, present, and future. And you take it now and you try to hide it from us, saying that you teach us this and you didn't teach us nothing.
That's right.
You learn from our records and rehearse it properly and try to use it against us. So how much brothers and sisters you have to cut out their tongue, gouge out their eyes, and do the mark and a heave when you realize that they could read and they were teaching each other to read? Plenty of them, you harm them. Yeah? But you ain't gonna be safe for no other reason than to go into get a punishment. And it's gonna be a righteous punishment. So when these people talk about this, you are evil and you're what? Cults, and you hate preachers. We ain't preaching nothing where the Bible don't preach. We ain't preaching nothing that Christ hasn't preached. If it's love you want, we got a different kind of love to show you. A righteous love, but you show us a hateful love. And the hateful love you show us, it comes with all kind of pain and unhappiness. You're gonna tell us, did you have a good morning? After all our morning, you take away your kids and you kill them and you throw them to alligator, and you're gonna tell us, oh, did you have a good morning? And now it become good morning.
And why do you smile?
See, why do you smile? And then when you look at our face, oh, why are we so hungry? Is there anything in the skin to smile about? Somebody trampling on your neck and you feel like some just, thank you, sir. No. It don't work like that. Whatever you give, you must expect in return.
That's right.
And the return you're gonna get, it's gonna be double for you. So I hope you're prepared to enjoy it to the last drop. Because we did endure ours. Not of our own strength, but because the Most High have mercy upon us. And we really appreciate it by coming here and teaching you that you can do the same and become the same as us. There's no difference between you and us. It's just that we take the step to make changes and come out of the world. Right? When you say come out of the world now, it's talking about leave the things of the world. Like how you see some of these guys, them pants all the way down here, so right? Them have them spliffing at them mouth, them beer in their hand, and they just lurch back somewhere and I talk all kind of rubbish when I accomplish nothing. It's like Rolling Stone gather no mass, right? And they just been bouncing from here to there, and I saw them treat the sisters them. And look, what have we become? We have become nothing of value in the other nation eyes. And that is what they're really happy about, to see us struggling. And look at the tax that we're paying. You're not even getting your worth of what you pay a tax for, right? But everybody want to be saved. Look at the kingdom where you say you want to be saved in. The person that you are looking to save you don't want to save you anyway, because they don't want you to rule over them.
That's right.
And that's the worst thing. You're looking to somebody who you expect to love you, and they don't love you, and they're tired to show you that they don't love you. You don't have to walk around with hate in your heart for them, Just separate yourself from them, and you see the goodness of yourself. Because there's no way you can in a relationship and you're the only person hurting in the relationship and you still want to stay in it. You don't love yourself. You're suffering from something which we call Stockholm syndrome. You love the oppressor more than you love yourself.
That's right.
You rather turn against your own people for your oppressor, which will not love you. Look at what they do look at what they do at the Pope funeral. What they do to the black man. He wanted to go up to bid the Pope farewell. They run him away. They push him away and tell him to go. They don't want him to come here. The Pope to give him no farewell. Goodbye. Right? That is so diabolic that he was even there cussing and make himself look twice as stupid. Just because he want to bid farewell to the devil. He agent of the devil. Eh? Even at that moment, you can look into it and realize that these people don't love you. Stay away from them. Stay at a far distance if you can say and look, but not go near. Because there's no, where dogs are not invited, bones are not provided. And that's the worst place you want to be. Right? So, tell yourself, say, you need to gather yourself. Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Gather yourself, O nation, not desire. So, let's read on in the book of Finish Romans.
Romans 11, yeah?
Yeah.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid.
God forbid that. Yes, we stumble. Yes, we fall. But God forbid we raise us up again. Here we are, ready, preparing ourselves for the coming of a Savior, Yahushua. Because when the Most High's Father said, when the Most High said, take them, my children. What's up? What's on the WhatsApp? So when the Most High tell Yahushua said, go, you know said kicking off. And they ain't no holding back. Guess what? There ain't gonna be no referee in this one for you. Christ is gonna be our referee. And him a direct this award because his Father give him command over all things. Right. If you read the book of Hebrews 1 verse 1, so Christ can make decision, but according to what his Father direct him to do. So finish reading Romans.
God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
Right. So when you hear the word Gentiles, you must understand there are two types of Gentiles.
That's right.
You have the original Gentiles, which want to take your position, but because the Most High already put a blockage on it, they can't go no further than pretend to be. And you, the original Hebrews, who are practiced to be Gentiles, and realize that you are more valuable than the original Gentiles. But you know, you want everybody to love you. You want to feel comfortable in this kingdom where you don't have nothing left in it. Right? All of the brothers and sisters in here find themselves and realize, look, no, this is the best place to be right now. With all of these drums of war beating, China is going against the Philippines and America is going against China and all of these things going on. We're still out here procrastinating and thinking that, yeah, our Savior is coming, so we don't have to do nothing. The kingdom will not come by you just laying down and idling. We have to come out here and put in the work for that. So when Romans 11 verse 11 tell you, though with our fall, salvation is come to the Gentiles. We can give another breakdown on both sides of the Gentiles, the original Gentiles and the fake Gentiles, which is you Israelites who are the fake Gentiles. And the original Gentiles is the one that beat your back and enjoy beating your back up till this day. So let's show you that because we fall and because we break the covenant before, Jeremiah 31 verse 31 is going to explain this to us. Right? So 31, yeah. 31. So be not lazy, because even if you're hungry, laziness won't fill your belly. You have to get up and go put in the work to get something to put in your stomach. So why don't you just do the same and gather yourself here, so?
Jeremiah 31 verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
With the house of
Israel.
With the house of Israel, he make a new covenant because we break the whole covenant. He has to come with a new covenant and make a lot of adjustments to accommodate our foolishness. You know what I mean? Because look, you're not even wearing the garments that you're supposed to be wearing. You're out there wearing Gucci, Prada, and all of them clothes that we talk about. You're not chichimaya and a fish and thing. A fish I make them. A fish I design them. But guess what? You don't want to be saved from those things. You want the things that those things are going to save you. And those things are going to get you loved in the world. Or the other nation going to love you. They don't love you. You design so much things and they don't love you. You think now that their kingdom is flourishing, they're going to love you? See? See the orange orangutan man is sending back everybody to their country. Even those who born there, and because their parents didn't born there, he want to deport the kids them likewise. It don't make no sense because he himself is not the original person of America. Because the original people of America are the Gadites, right? Those are this person who are supposed to be making those decisions. But guess what? Foreigners coming in making rules and making decisions against the original people. Eh? What a disgusting lifestyle. Eh? And then you're gonna tell me, sir, him have the right to make those decisions. Who give him that right anyway? Right? And him I go tell people say, oh, they must go back to their country. Yes, the where you're born is not the original country, because Jerusalem is a homeland. But you haven't seen it since 70 AD. Since have you? You visiting there is not, it's just you're still passing through. But when you go back to rule that land, the other nation will be subdued under you. And boy, they're going to understand what it feels like to give righteous judgment.
That's right.
Right? Whatever we do in this, once it is righteous, you will be rewarded for it. And if it's evil, our brothers and sisters, you're going to be rewarded for it. So if you're evil saved, you're still going to answer for why you were so evil towards your brother and love the oppressor. Why are you going to give love to somebody who don't even know what is love? Right? If he had loved you, you think he'd have 1,200 man or 700 to come at his own brother Jacob. Eh? And all you have to do is pacify him with gifts. And no matter what you do, you try to persuade Jacob to stay with him as brother. Jacob said no. The place is too small for us to dwell together with so much animals and people. And that's the cycle Jacob used on him to get away from him. Right? Not that guy, the Most High couldn't destroy him, you know. The Most High could destroy him before he even come up to Jacob. But he gave him a chance and said, okay, let's see if you're going to change. Has there any change since? No. Up till this day, he's still treating you, Jacob. He's still treating Jake bad. And expecting that, oh, we're going to be saved for the other kingdom. Really? If you know what your saving is going to be, you'd start make serious preparation. Because the saving is not what you think it's going to be.
That's right.
We ain't going to be equal just like we're not equal now. We ain't going to be equal then. Read.
God, 31 to 31. Behold, the days cometh, says the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them up by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt.
Okay. That is one saving. We have saved, the Most High saved us from the destruction of Egypt. Even though we were so presumptuous by going down into Egypt without his consent or without his advice, and he told us Egypt was going to be our shame. And we did felt it in Egypt. There was no letting up on our back in Egypt that they want us to make bricks without even straw. That's how bad it was in Egypt. And we take on the nasty, wicked ways of these Egyptians and start doing all kind of evil things to our brothers and sisters, practicing some nasty things that the Egyptian and teach you. And then, when you reach out in the desert for you to be purged of them nastiness, you still want to go back down there just so what? Just for the little meat and bread. When the Most High can give you more than that. It's the same thing you're doing in this world now. You're still in Egypt and doing the same wickedness. You don't want to live up because you have on your Gucci and your Prada and your Dolce Gabbana and your what one is so Fendi and your Seaga, Balenciaga, all them things there. Huh? And you want to eat the nasty things like the crab, the lobster, and all of them. What call them conch? Conch and all of them nastiness there. Then you go right down so till you start garlic or blowjob because you start drink cold soup. When you see when they look and see where the Arabs them are eat the camel penis, one long sitting so they have on them plate and them are putting them out like a lollipop. Them are, no, we're not supposed to bring yourself down to the nothing. Then they have they had a nation of people. They don't have nothing for offer. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, brother.
Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Brakatom.
Listen to what? Listen, up, yeah, no, down. Yeah, to your left.
Yeah.
That one there, yeah.
So, in the midst of all of this, so we are how we're gonna be saved, but what are we gonna really be saved from? We're gonna save from the other nation.
That's right.
And let's show you why the Most High is gonna save. Who is gonna send to save us? So if you go to Matthew 1 verse 21, right? We haven't been cast away in no way at all, because look at what's going on. Matthew 1 verse 21, right? So Ariana,
Yeah, I need to get my Bible. I need to get my Bible out of the cupboard. Yeah.
No, sir. I'll go to you. Matthew 1:21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. Read it.
okay.
What's it?
So you see, God has not cast away his people, because we are gonna be saved by Yahushua.
That's right.
Right? So Matthew 1 verse 21 tell you who is gonna come to save us. And Mary shall have a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sin. What is sin? The breaking of the law.
That's right.
Right? Now we can go on to Luke 1 verse 69 to 71 to tell you. All right, let's go to book of. Read that and save his people from their sins. Okay. And all things. Right, so we're going to put the book of Luke 1 verse 61. Mark Luke 1 69.
Shalom to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. I got it for you, sir.
Luke what?
You got it,
That's Ira.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, my general. All right. All right.
Read on. Select your up. Luke what?
Luke 1 verse 69.
Luke 1 and 69.
Khan. Select your Khan. Up. The book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 69. And has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
So now you see that we haven't been cast away, because he still raised up a horn of salvation for us. So now, who is going to raise up a horn of salvation for the original Gentiles? Not Yahushua, because he was only raised up to save Israel, which is his people. He never said come to save the original Gentiles. So you must know that they are the cast away, because he didn't even want them. They are only raised up to serve us. But because of our stubborn and stiff-necked behavior, we even demonstrated that when we were coming out of Egypt. Some of us didn't want to leave, because the nasty and wickedness we observe in ourselves, we enjoy it so much. Even when our back was getting beaten, none of us still didn't want to. We go out in the desert and we go there, that same wickedness we got there with. And because of that, a lot of our people was put to death by Moses, right? And see, in this world now, still our people is practicing a lot of this wickedness. destroying our family, gambling, envy, strife among each other, just for nothing will make sense. Because everything in this world is not even valuable. It's have no significance. We cannot take it. Look at how much money the queen died leave. Look how much kingdom she destroyed her family. Did she take any of our lootings? She ain't taking none of the lootings that she take in her life. None go with her down the coffin. But look, we still live here. We still are breathe the living breath of the Most High. And guess what? We still not taking heed. Our people still practicing the wickedness of this world. Someone being Islam telling you about what the Bible is corrupt, but yet still their book come from the Bible. And since they copy their book from the Bible, our Bible become corrupt, right? And their book become the righteous. Who bless their book to be righteous? Who bless their book to be holy? Listen now, God had not cast away his people. Because if God casts us away permanently, let me tell you something, this world done. It's only because of us, the children of Israel, why this world still go on. Because it was built for our sake. Shall we show you that? In the book of 2nd Ezra 6, can you get 2nd Ezra 6 verse 54?
Another one come.
Just to show you that this world was built because of us, right? But even though we're not inherited with this world, that doesn't mean that God casts us away. He still sustains a remnant of us. Because I know he's going to raise us up to be a mighty race again. And that's what he's doing. No, we've been raised up to be a mighty people. And our rise is unstoppable because it's not of man, but it's of the right hand of the Most High, who raised Christ up with his right hand because he told the right hand gave him the victory. Right?
So like you sir, 2nd Esdras.
2nd Ezra 6 verse 54.
6 and 54.
So all of this what you see happening, people think because we are at the bottom, as they say we are at the bottom, God cast us away. Not permanently, but he's gathering us back again, and here we are coming back to our heritage. And we are happy to find out that we are the chosen people, because everybody want to say the Jews, the Jewish people in Jerusalem are the chosen people. No, because God is still at war at Amalek, and that's their biblical name, the Amalekites. You know, the old English word for kite means to steal. And if you ask any of them punters that you see in town, ask them what it means to kite, they tell you to steal. So they steal our identity and walking around with it because they want to be us so bad. And it's not going to happen because God not casting away us in no other nation. Yes, we are stubborn and stiff-necked people, but he says we are a peculiar people unto him. Right? And he still loves us today. So there is no contesting our position by no damn stupid waste of time Gentiles. Where? For what? You think he's gonna cast out? Remember, you know, he didn't say made us, he said fashioned us, so he put a lot of effort and details into us. The greatness of him in us. Right? So for them fitting they can contest our position, they're wasting their time. Because when he put out the decree, says if any one of you people can measure the depths of the earth or measure the expanse of heaven, none of you can do it. NASA tried to can rush out the deepest borehole, it can't find the end of the earth. If you can stop the sea from making waves, he would cast us away from being his people. Has it been happening? No, because there's no man can stop the sea from making waves. Can you count the sand of the sea and the dust of the earth? No. So that will show you that he hasn't cast us away permanently. It's just because of our disobedience why we get punishment. And nothing is wrong with a little punishment, because a loving parents will scold a child when they step out of line, because it's love why you do that, not hate, love. And that love remains for us in the house of the Most High forever. No other nation can ever bribe our God. What can you give to our God to get rid of us? Absolutely nothing, because even your disgusting, wicked ass belong to him for the day of judgment. That's all he make you for. And the day of punishment, and that's what coming to you Gentile people. So don't think God casts us away, right? He still loves us today. We're gonna show you. Read it for me now, please.
Another one come. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after this, Adam also, who thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Whom
Verse
thou hast
50,
what? Whom thou
and the
hast chosen.
who thou hast chosen.
So God, our people that he choose. God, the Most High, our people that he want to rule over our nation. Can you imagine you having a house and there's 18 person in the house and everybody having their own rules? It's gonna cause chaos. And that is what is happening in the earth now. If they had a 17 nation want to rule something that was not belong to them. They get a chance to taste what power tastes like or feel like in their hands. And they're abusing it against the people who they're supposed to be looking up to. These people who they're supposed to be lifting up as the most high people. They're down pressing you. They're abusing you in every opportunity they get. If you're going to the market to buy something, they don't want to sell you twice the price. If you go to somewhere just to buy something, so you're going to train. They wanted to sit a certain place in it that you must not be seen, right? Remember, all of these happen just because of a disobedience, and we are bidding the other brothers and sisters out there who are trying to play strong man and strong woman in this system. You're just wasting your time, and you're gonna realize when it's too late. You're old and feeble, and that strength you have and vivacity, so you can't stand. You're just not winning. The only place you can win is when you come to the ISUPK and you realize that this is the best place you can invest your strength. The most I say, I call upon a young man because thou art strong. He gave you the strength. Why can't you use it to do his work? To show you that you appreciate what he's doing for you. Shalom. Ariel.
All right, that's okay.
So I don't understand why we continue to play a strong man in a system that you know the system is designed against. Read
Verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. Verse 56, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but like unto...
They are nothing. Can you imagine the most I make you? And I got to tell you, say you are nothing. You have no importance. The 12th tribe is all that he care about. His only desire is to raise us up and put us back into our rightful position to represent him upon the face of the earth. And all we have to do is come into the ISUPK, learn who we are, practice keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, because we are seriously in the last days, you know. And this ain't no joke. Your weed in between your fingers and your guineas in your hand, that now go save you. That now do nothing for you, man, destroy your health. Right? But look, all of this, where's the clone? All the desire is to do the wrongs. And guess what? It ain't working for you. Right? Because when we look at the situation as it is now, in our benefit, we are paid tax, and we are paying for our own wood and water, right? That's how bad it is. Because remember, read again what the world was made for our sake.
Another one can. For thou hast said that they are not... Salaki, I have to go before, huh?
Okay. So can I just
all of this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou hast made us the world for our sake.
Right, hold on. Thou hast made us the world for our sake, and he turn around and tell us we are buying our own wood and water, right? So how is it then these people can't even comprehend that? Look, the Bible's where they call say the Bible is corrupt. How can they not see this in the Bible and realize that God had not cast away his people? Eh? But they dwell on this foolishness that we don't know who we are. We are not God chosen people. And everybody can be saved and we are all equal. But when it comes to certain position and opportunities in this world, we don't get that opportunity. We are not equal enough to compete with them in their world. No matter how big your qualification is, they still put you down and put somebody who has less qualification, less experience over you. But yet still, they want to be saved equally with us, which is not biblical, it's not scriptural, and it's not prophetic. Means it's not a future change to come with it, that it will change with accept them and we allow them to come in, can be equal to us. A house cannot run with, as we have the saying that say, two bull can't rail in a one pen, or too much rat can't dig a good hole because everybody wants to dig their own direction. That's what is going on in the earth right now. All of the other 17 Gentile nations want to rule this which was not made because of them, it was made because of us. Read on.
Canada one can. Verse 56. As for the other people which also came of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but like unto spittle, and has the liken,
Crawford.
and has like Salakia,
Not you. Read on.
and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, verse 58, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called the firstborn, thy only begotten, and
Right?
thy favorite lover,
Hold
and
on.
given in Salakia.
Hold on. Stop there. So
Salakia.
no, so now you must understand that these people who are always reputed, always known to be nothing, are going to come and tell us that we are not God chosen people. Right? They want to challenge the decree that God put out that says, if you can count the sand of the sea or the dust of the earth, he will cast us away. That's how desperate these people are to get rid of us. They come up now with all kind of bio weapons to say they can use food to destroy a certain genetic race of people. They don't understand the formula that make us up. God will turn that shit into vitamin for us.
That's right.
So when
That's
they think
right.
they're making weapons, they're making vitamins for us. Because our God can see everything that they are doing. Can they see our God? No, they have never seen him. Right? But they want to think they can make a weapon that destroy God chosen people. Where are they going to live after they destroy us? You think God are going to allow them? He said he has raised up 7,000 was not bend their knee to Baal. Do you think he's going to put that those 7,000 and multiply them? Because remember, you know, we were once a mighty nation that covered the faces of the earth. Right. If you look in the book of Psalms,
Numbers, I didn't even that's one.
Come on,
again. Second one, another one. That one, third one. Go ahead.
So, with all of these people now behaving like say, yeah, they are the one directing God's business. It's not possible for you to direct God's business. Because even we, his chosen children, can't direct him business. So how you Gentiles, who are always reputed as nothing and want to be lords over us forever, you think that your house is not going to fall? Your house is going to fall. And no matter where you come with, you cannot buy our God. No, it won't be possible for you to do that. Because, Ariella, can you go, is it possible that you can go to, now Ira, you can stay keep second Esdras. Ariella, you have Isaiah 40, verse 15 for me. So everybody now want to come and show off on us. Say, yes, we are at the bottom and they are ruling over us. And because they have power, but who gave them that power? Because their source of power have to come from our God. Yes? Because remember, the devil said he get power. So who does he get it from?
That's right.
You understand? He don't get it because he just come and say, oh, I'm big and mighty, I'm an angel, I can go and do what I want. No. His source of power come from our God. So you must understand that Satan still work for our God. And he show you, he demonstrate that to you in the book of Job, when the Most High send him to go and punish Job. But guess what? He has to get permission. So you know, just run up in at this and go do what you want to do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Come on, sis, man. You're there too long for no that. You're there too long for no that. Just run the thing, man. Run the thing and wash your face. Any privileges here for us, it's here for you. So look. Hold that, Ira. Can you read second Isaiah 40 verse 15, Ariella? So this is gonna show you, say, you find this in the Apocrypha in second Ezra 6 verse 54. We're gonna go to Isaiah 40 verse 15 to show you the same thing that the Most High says.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 16. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isle as a very little thing.
See, he take up the isles. Whatever you have to offer, he take it up as nothing. Absolutely nothing. Even read on to show you that he even call it spit. Read on. So the Most High will never give us up. He value us so much. He called us his firstborn. Right?
15, yeah? Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as a small dust of a balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing, and Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering.
So no matter where you Gentiles have or where you carried from, it don't mean nothing. Because the Most High don't even have to ask you for anything, because everything belongs to him. Even your wicked ass belongs to him. So guess what? You ain't got nothing to offer. When it comes to us as the righteous children, we follow the rules. Because remember, your forefather Cain says, he don't want to hear nothing. Who are you to even question me? Can you imagine how Cain was pompous and a brap in him speech? Am I my brother's keeper? Isn't that rude for you to be asking somebody who create you a greater power that can snap your life out of you in less than a second? Am I my brother's keeper? After you know the wickedness that you done to your brother, because you want the Most High to cast away Abel from being his servant and his chosen people, right? And you come back as Esau with that same wicked spirit, challenging the Most High decree, just because what you think say he cast us out. He not gonna cast us away for nothing.
That's right.
Even him himself, he said he weary of our cry, but did he cast us away? No, he punished our hearts, which is good. Slavery was good. The punishment of slavery correct a lot of us. And even till this day, the last days we are, some of us still coming into the truth because they realize that nothing else not out there. Only the little one who think them weed and them guineas and them recycle Dolce and Gabbana and that hold them. But when they realize everything start drop down flat, say America drop down flat now, the shutters are come down in America, you know. And at that time you gotta realize, look, no, not left in this. You want your $2,000 shoes, or they only pay £10 for make. You realize all of the 2,000 when you waste gonna take to do something to help your community and your people. You take care and say, give it to the other nation. See the Chinese man coming out to tell us all of the bags you think make a Italy and you think they make a England, they were sold same place in China. The same thing was happening in America when they have the free zone system in America, in Jamaica. They sold the clothes them in Jamaica And then they send them over to different countries and relabel them, say made in England, made in Italy, made in Spain. And when you realize they were sown in Jamaica, and they get to realize they buy something so unnecessarily expensive, even when the most I say should not adorn yourself with expensive apparel. But with we, the most I was an immaculate dresser. The belt to the most I wear at that time, you can't buy it now. That golden belt. His garment wasn't even having no seam in it, and they steal it. And the man gave it over to his grandson. Toward the garment did look good. So it just in a way genetically they have this immaculate way of dressing. So even when you see the sisters at my time, see them go a nice party, or them go a nice function, or a big people thing. You notice how they dress? They dress nice. When you see them, it's like you're just blown out of your mind just looking at them alone. See, they put themselves together so nice. I said, damn, why can't it be like this? But in this world, we know why it can't be like this. Because since I come to England, I've heard many stories, and that's why I like to speak to the elders them here. When they carry their wife, because they used to live in a we call them house, the long house, where everybody just live in a 5, 6 man in a one house.
Mansion.
Yeah, thank you. Something like that where the black one come and leave her clothes in her suitcase. Or when in Jamaica, when you go to we dress nice for an occasion. When they carry the clothes over here, if you go to church and thing, when they come back, they see the white woman at the clothes and say, oh, she thinks it look nice, so she just thinks she try it and I hope she don't vex. She have to end up giving her the clothes because she just knows her. She can't put that back on. Because what? She know the standard of hygiene is not like where we are come from. Washing hands is a taboo. Right? Coming over, brushing teeth and all that kind of hygiene standard wasn't even up as it was in our country. The moment I get up, it's a slap I get on the ears if you ever hump your mouth on nobody and I brush your teeth, Over here, sir. Then you take that shirt and I don't chip. That done. And you see him take the next part of the shirt sleeve and you see him spit on your wife out in high corner. Jamaica, you do that? You never regret to beat when you get to the rest of the day. Because every family member come in and hear you that you get a slap. Because what? You make the family look bad. Up here, so you just need to spit on your finger and wipe out your two eye corner and you're gone. Even the bridle your mouth corner, that's fine. But as I said still, all of what they might do to bring us down, God will never give us up. We are so precious. We are so valuable.
That's right.
And he considers us as a nation that he raised up to represent him. How can you expect the Most High to build a kingdom and he's going to punish you for sin, but yet he's using a sinful people to run his world? No. He tells you that the hurt is given into the hands of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Cain the wicked one. Right? And who is Cain's God? He met him in the cave when he went to the land of Avila. When Cain ran away and he ran to the land of Nod. So the Most High said, since you want him to rule over you, let him rule over you then. Right? And this is why Cain, up till this day, have the desire to hurt his own brother Abel. And Esau come with the same spirit to hurt Jacob the same way. Right? Knowing that the world, this wasn't created for them. They're only supposed to be servant to us.
That's right.
But our stubbornness, man. We are, even the Most High say we are peculiar people unto him. But he still not give us up. So he will not cast us away from being his people. No other nation can ever come before the Most High and say, okay, I give you a ton of gold to cast away. Just like how you see most of these leaders, when fear country rise up and they don't want your country to rise up, they send people to assassinate you. They give your own people, what you call it, bribe to destroy you. You can't bribe the Most High to get rid of us. You're mad. You don't have nothing to offer him. Because you just look at you, look at this little ashes and dust coming to tell you to destroy my people for him. What am I going to do with the wicked? Because I know the contents of you, because the spirit in you is not upright, but the spirit in my people are upright people. I can't expect you to show love when you don't know love. You don't even, up till this day you get the chance to change your ways and seek compassion, you don't seek that. You still seek revenge. And if you see them with anything, knowing that they make everything, we invent everything.
That's right.
And nobody want to give us reparation. Have you ever seen such a nation of people so wicked that if they see a movie next door to them, they rather make up like and call police by you and tell life on you and stand up watch you going into handcuff and being oppressed and find it funny and entertaining? Oh, he shouldn't be here. Why he shouldn't be here when the earth was created because of us? Who give you that even that right to even think some that kind of wickedness in your mind? Oh, they want to be like us. We don't want to be like you because you ain't got the quality where we have. It's just that we are going through our punishment, which is a good thing because it is waking us a lot of us up. But for you, no matter what your punishment is, you ain't gonna wake up. Because guess what? You will never come back out of slavery. You are the only nation of people that salvation is not promised. Salvation is promised to us from Genesis to Revelation to the Apocrypha, right back to all of the books where you can refer to. The only nation of people salvation is promised to is the children of Israel.
That's right.
And here we are today knowing who we are. We don't have to come to you anymore for you to tell us who we are. We know who we are because our God has have it written and it protected to the righteousness that we can come know and come realize that the name we carry is abomination to us.
Still like y'all.
Want to speak?
Gone. Yeah, I just want to add to what you're saying. I'm echoing this. I don't know if I'm echoing in class, but I'm just gonna go through. That's a really heavy point you're bringing up there because, like we say, we have these records for a reason, and for the bulk, the most part of it, the largest portion of our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have no idea what we're doing in these last days and how important what you're teaching tonight is to our people. I mean, we've got to remember we're the only nation of people in this kingdom that God ever sent angels to, to man on man deal with us, angel on man, so to speak. And that's why these records are so important. And we have to come back to our records because there's no other way for our nation to be fixed but through these records. Can someone get me 7 and 53? Ira, if you could get me
Sir, your voice is a little crush. So I didn't get what you say, what the verse was.
Acts 7 and 53. Baba Kashem. And like you said, what you're touching in there is so important. And we have to always bear it in mind. So let's bring it out in Acts 7 and 53. We're the only nation that the Most High God's ever dealt with. We're the only nation that He's ever sent angels to deal with our leaders and to tell our leaders the blueprint. What we must do, what we must not do. No other nation has been given this disposition. I'll read that from the IRA, Bible.
Canada one can. The book of Acts, chapter 7 and verse 53. Who have received the law by the disposition of angels and
now,
have not kept it.
Who has received the law by disposition of angels? I want our Christian pastors to show us where God ever sent an angel to one of the other nations. This is by disposition. This is by order of distinction. We are the only nation that ever received the law by disposition, but by angels. Angels visited our leaders time and time again throughout our records. So we understood that this was real. He sent miracles. He parted oceans. He burnt bushes. He turned wooden staff into snow. This was by disposition of angels. Read that again from the Bible, Kishar Ira.
Another one can. Who have received the law by the disposition of angels and have not kept it.
And there you go. We did not keep it. Even though the angels came and gave it to us by disposition, we did not keep it. And we still don't keep it to this day. So that's so heavy when you're talking on Moses. And it's so clear that in that Christian church, this is what we're being taught. We're being taught to not keep the law. And we've been given it by angels through disposition. So I just wanted to bring that precept out. So what are the class of the Moses? Real heavy topic.
Thank you for highlighting that. Most appreciated. And that's a Officer Ariala putting his point, and his point was valid. And it's still valid because no pastor, not even a trooper that joined the school 6 months ago, no pastor can stand before them to challenge them. Because what he learned in 6 months, the pastor went to Bible college for 7 years and come back out knowing nothing.
That's right.
Because what? The doctrine that he preached, as the Bible says, you learn to fear God by man. So we know how that man make you fear God by whipping your back, searing it into you with his sword, and telling you that, look now, God love everybody. When we go into the Bible after we come into ISUPK, home of the truth, we realize that there's nowhere in the Bible that tell you that God love everybody. He tell you exactly who he love. And that's why he has cast us away. Because if you read book of Malachi 1 verse 2, is not Esau Jacob brother, but I have loved Jacob and hate Esau. So this is why the Most High preserve us and still not cast us away today, because the love we have for us, and he still love us today. So sure, as a Christian pastor would say, forget about the Old Testament. If you forget about the Old Testament is the foundation, right? And which all of the law stood until Christ come and make minor adjustment to the law, because he didn't change much more than the sacrifice and the burnt offering. Christ said he don't want none of that anymore, because it reminds us of sin. Because we just say, okay, let me just run at the courthouse, pay the fine, and I'm going back out the door, go and break another law. See, even till this day, we still have that kind of mental deficit. Okay, make you go get the dove and the lamb, the burnt offering, and then let's go back out the door, go commit another sin. So you see, the law was our schoolmaster. But today, when we cast away the law, guess who come our schoolmaster? The oppressor. And with the Stockholm syndrome behavior where we pick up, loving the oppressor than we love ourselves and our people. This is why our home is broken, because the Most High show you how to deal with your kids. Giving us kids a gentle slap answer is not oppressing your kids, but the oppressor tells you, say, if you shout to your kids, it's abuse. But look what the police is doing to them in the street, and he's gonna tell you how he's doing his job.
That's right.
Obviously, that is telling you that the prison system is a business, so you have to groom them from early, so you can get them into the prison system. Now, when you check what the Most High say, oh, we must grow our kids, and the love them have for we, and pass it down to us to show you how to discipline your kids. Because if it was one time, we would have to waste our time. You just take the kids to the hell down in the community, and if him not behave himself and get them reprimanded, you take him to the wall and stone him to death. And that's where it ends, right? But in this wicked system, because they have to make money off us, even our debt bring them money, right? So because they know that they can't destroy us, because we are God chosen people, no matter what they come up with, or they wish they would have killed us out in slavery, but we overcome. When they see them marching in America, we shall overcome. They did overcome. And these people cannot understand when we were in Egypt, We did overcome. When we were in the Assyrian kingdom, we did overcome. One angel by night destroyed 183,000 soldiers that was camping out waiting to attack us. And by morning, like the whole camp was laid flat. Because the Most High love us. He has not cast us away. He destroyed a
That's
whole
right.
Assyrian army in the valley who camped out to come to fight against us. But you know what always provoke the Most High when they come with their foolishness is when they say, okay, your God cannot do anything. Remember the same thing, you know, when David and Goliath, when Goliath passed in place and said, look at you, say you are God chosen people. Not one that you can say. Your God cannot do anything to save you. Look who God take to destroy him. A small man, David. Right? When the Assyrian army come and the big bad officer come and say, look, your God cannot save you tonight. Before daylight, they were all dead. Eh? Tell me if a God who casts away his people, will you go to so much effort to protect his people? When we walk up to the wall of Jericho, did we go there and take hammer and sledge, lick it down? No. Instead of walk around it 7 times. And when he tell us to shout and stamp or stamping, it's a stamping that weaken the walls, you know. And our shout is like the people them have to cark them ears when we shout out. And it crumbled the wall, and we did take the town because the fear of them already, the dread of us was already upon them. So if God did cast us away, would he keep doing all of these for us? Would he be raising up Yahushua again to come destroy the nation for us? That's not a God who casts away his people. That's a God who still love and protect his people.
That's right.
And there's no thing you can come up with can show us from what anything different from the Bible says, because the Bible is a factual, living book. And it breathes the life of the Most High and breath of the Most High in this kingdom and the kingdom to come. Which piece of it I use? For show them that. Shall is beautiful. All right. Sam, what was it? Ira. Can you get Psalms 149, verse 1 to 9? So
Another one can.
You found it? Psalms 149, verse 1 to 9.
Another one can. Read the whole thing.
The whole thing, from 1 to 9.
Another one can. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 149, verse 1. Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him.
Let the Gentiles rejoice in God.
Let Israel rejoice.
No, the Esau rejoice.
Let Israel rejoice.
Let Moab rejoice.
Let Israel rejoice.
Let Israel rejoice. And we don't even call out the 70 nations. We only take 3 nations out of the other 70 nations. And it still remains, let Israel rejoice. So you know that prophetic script, that's prophetic prophecy where them are coming in the church, ain't gonna happen. It ain't happening. So don't come and tell us that, oh, Christ come and change all of that. Christ only come to change the sacrificial law. And that's all he come to do. Remember in the book of Matthew 5, somebody at the door. It says, go not in the ways of the Gentiles, nor in any city of the Samaritans, go ye not. Read on. So
Another one can. In him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king.
In their king. It never says, let the other nation rejoice in our king. It said, let the children of Israel rejoice in their king, their savior. Right? So you must understand, there is no turning back from this. The pastors are, because a church is a charity organization, the pastor bleed your pocket, and he carry grievance for your paycheck. If you not come put nothing in your offering plate, he make sure say my caller and I invest and I say, look, no man, me know since you not put nothing in your offering plate for much weeks now, what go on? You must pray, but yet still, him now go pray for God give money, you know, him a come demand it from you. You see how them papas are wicked? He might tell you, so when you have a problem, you've got to pray to God. But when your paycheck come, him you bring it too. Him claim saying what bank account for God, you know. Me sure say the most I come and ask him about all of the money when collect, you know. Him are going a serious problem, you know. Because I think in the book of Matthew or Luke, when the man said you put down what you did, you take up what you did not put down, right? How rude him is I go tell Christ saying take up what he did not put down. Because what? He go bury the one talent in the ground, and when Christ come and give it back to him. You see how wicked them is? They are saying to the pastor them are doing, you know. Every pastor you see carry grievance to your paycheck. And you want to sweat, you know. Few more days a week you are working, you know. And you want the on the grind. But as soon as the weekend come, oh, Sister Blake, remember to tell your husband and you to put something in the offering plate and put something, make it look good this month. You know, ask your bills are your yard going on. So when you collect all of them the money then at the church, it's supposed to be divided up and to give back to the people who cannot pay their bills. That's how Paul and Peter and all of them used to do it. But now it only go into the pastor pocket. And the man and wife gone to Paris can buy fake clothes and claim so then go eat at the most luxurious restaurant and 5-star or whatever star and hotel and go stay. No, Paul never take the money go in a 5-star hotel. Him divided same place in the church where the people and need the help. That's why you collect those things, right? Even the most I tell you, say if you're carrying something to the Passover and it's too far for you to carry, he will tell you where to go and sell it, and you take the money and buy something good for yourself because he might reward you for your effort. Which are you pass a reward you for your effort? No, he might tell you say he want the offering, and he might tell you how much of it give this month. You know, since what they might walk around the church with them, no? They might walk around with them the machine. What you call the machine? Card reader. Card reader machine, so you can't say no cash no more. Right? That's the love they have for you, and that's how the oppressor teach them to show you love. Right? So read on.
Canada 1 can. Verse 3. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp.
That's the music you have to play for the Most High. Play a righteous music. Not this music where you see them out to talk about you have to turn over this and fling over that and wood up on their head of wine and what the dirty wine. And then they say I go on a church nowadays, you know. Yes, man. I fling dirty wine in a church and pastor get on with thing get on a church and not like that. Never telling the Bible say you forget on any kind of lewd and disrespectful way there. Because a woman must dress modest, the man must dress modest, the children must dress modest and be respectful of everybody around you. When you come in the ISUPK, we practice this. You will have people who stumble because not everybody is perfect. Because when Christ comes, then all of that will go weed out. Right? So if you are practicing wickedness, then you're gonna pay for it. Whether you're in the ISUPK or you're out in the world, but you get the chance to come here to change your ways. We never tell you if you come perfect, you know. But come prepared to change. And when you start keep the law, because all those who kept the law before us was perfect. That's right. Moses was perfect, Abraham was perfect, Sarah was perfect. All of our people who kept the law was perfect because what? They practice this. They come and they learn. And all you have to do, slowly apply it to yourself. Nobody not take and derby time by yourself like you put on a garment. You have to slowly break away from the things of the world. That's why you give 6 months for the first, then we give another 6 months, and then we give another 6 months. Just 18 months of practicing you have to do. And you will never stop learning. That's why when you come, don't be afraid to ask questions, because no question is stupid. It's just that you want to know something. So you want to clarify that thing that's a challenge in your mind and say, oh, I got doubt in this, I got doubt in that. Ask questions. Nobody's gonna laugh at you. Nobody's gonna ridicule you and make you feel like what you say is stupid. This is not like, you know, the immature class where you have one bag of picnic always and look somebody if you joke, make joke after. This is God's business we are on, right? And we prepare to give our life devotion to this to make you know, sir. This is a life mission to accomplish the kingdom, because the kingdom not come by us sitting down and criticizing one another. The kingdom is come by we going out there in the highways and byways and gather our people. Let them know how valuable they are. Right. Even when the system beat you down and tell you that, oh, you are nothing and you cannot be nothing. Don't worry, come to us. We will raise you up with these laws, statutes, and commandments and make you know how valuable you are. Right? Dear cheap psychology, keep ringing in your head. We will cleanse your mind with this, because it cleanse latter way we come to realize, so when this water happen out there, sir, not value. All of who out there only are wasting time. And time, we don't have that forever. As it is called, it is called sorry, karma. Anyway, let's move. We'll find it because can go on with it. Anyway, as we go on, we'll come to realize time is a limited thing for us, because we all live forever. And we might live to 100, but that's nothing in front of the Most High. Like one day is like 1,000 here in His sight. So if you are mess about and waste your time, then you're going to answer for that. Read on, Ira.
Another one can. Verse 4. For the Lord taken pleasure in His people.
He taketh pleasure in the Gentiles.
In His people.
He take pleasure in Haman.
He taketh pleasure in His people.
No, He take pleasure in Moab the washpot.
He taketh pleasure in His people.
In His people. That's why you know, so the Most High not cast away His people. He find pleasure in them. He find joy in looking at them. He find joy in making sure so Him have the best preparation for them for the kingdom to come. Read on.
He will beautify the meek with salvation.
He will beautify the meek, the children of Israel, with salvation. Read.
Salaka. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their...
How do you glorify the Most High God? By keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. That is the highest praise. When you can do that, you know you are doing your work. And you know that the kingdom of heaven, you are working towards it. But no, you can't be running out of church and running out in a dance hall, and you realize you're running a different dance hall in a church. When you hear man in a church, I take up mic like them things a dance, a reggae dance hall, and then with them a DJ and a get on. Woman in a church a twerk all on them all four down and them a shake and a twerk. That's not church no more. Satan has infiltrated the church. And that's why you know, sir, when you see part in my community, I did that they pastor beat up a woman in my church. Proper fight. And they asked me to come down to the church and tell me not going to church. Can't be a lesbian at a church and homosexual. And you're going to invite me there, sir. But tell them already now down there, sir, you're not even supposed to be keeping birthday. And nothing celebrate birthday like at church there. Every grandmother in a church get them birthday party put on. Even when you tell them, say, look, God don't love it. That's why he killed Job, keep in them. God them that celebrate birthday. And Job said, my God, my children have cursed God in their heart. Right? And now y'all come tell me, you know man have a little disagreement. Him and a lesbian no man that fling fist, jam fist in one another properly. Then the pastor jam fist in she jam back fist in him and kick. You couldn't believe that a man and a woman in a church a fight, sir. They better them put them in a MMA ring and make them jam fist in one another till they work it out. And now the pastor get charged with assault. But the lesbian charged with assault. It's mad when you say I go on a church, you know, brother. It's really, really mad. I mean, I say people don't have disagreement, you know. But when you go on that far, you realize no rules, no there, so. Nobody in the not do what God said. Because if you have differences, you must call the elders and call a meeting and work it out. You know, just get up a jam fist in one another like wild people. But there you go at the church at fear. And when we come on to this, we are going to continue in the same scriptures for verse 5 reach Ira.
Ira cancer, we at verse 5.
Read.
Read on.
Can.
Canada one can. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Verse 6. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth. And
Hold on. What is the high praise of God? Anybody can answer that? Sister? No. Ariella?
If I may, sir.
On.
His commandments.
That's good. The commandment is the high praise of God. When you keep that, you're keeping the high standard of praise to the Most High. Right? Read on.
Canada can. And a two-edged sword in their hand. Verse 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people.
To execute love upon the nation. To execute a righteous love. Because when we're executing the judgment of the Most High, it is going to be a righteous judgment. We ain't going to do it because we're jealous of these people. Because they are nothing anyway. Because the Most High God call it. The Most High call them dust of the balance. The Most High refer to them as nothing. Because he did not put that quality where he put in us in them. Read the Bible and don't think so. We are preaching age. We are preaching what is written before we come up on the earth. This was already written before we come on the earth. So don't think I just want to come down here. So this was written. The Most High already written out all of these things. That's why he said if you read the book of Revelation, when he give it to John and the Isle of Patmos, who bring it to John? The angels, which we call the messengers. Who give it to the messengers? Christ gave it to the messengers. Who gave it to Christ? The Most High gave it to Christ. So everything that he gave Christ, it is undone to us. If the Most High God called Christ his son, he called us likewise his son, us the firstborn. He look at the Christ and say, my son, oh God, thy kingdom is forever. Him calls Christ God. And we can show you that in the book of Hebrews 1 verse 18. It says, thy throne, O God, is forever. He called him God, and Christ bring it down to us and call us gods of the earth.
That's right.
Right? So if you're looking at the book of Psalm 82 verse 6, him says, as it not written in thy law, I say ye are gods. And if you go to Matthew 10 verse 34, it's the same thing he said. As it not written in thy law, I say ye are gods. So we, the 12 tribes, are gods of the earth, but we shall die like men first. Right. And this is the punishment we are got through. We dying like men. And the wicked, they have no remorse, you neither young nor old. They don't fear to put your body lying down on the ground dead. Is that somebody who love you? Is that somebody who want to make a change in your around you? No. A person who love you, scold you gently. They never take your life like that. I find it funny that they can go and sit down and say, oh yeah, I just killed one of those cockroaches. That's how they want to look at us. Because the Most High God called them nothing. So they find something to say they can ridicule us. Cockroach is more valuable than even them. Yes? Cockroach can withstand radiation. They can't withstand radiation. All of the punishment they want to inflict upon the Most High people, guess what? They can't take it. Because if one of them come to you and say something to you, all right. Me and my niece and a few when they were younger, they used to hang out at school with some friends. And the little girl come to our house and all the little girl could say, I'm glad I'm white. I look at her and say, why would you say something like that? She said, well, my mom said, say I'm glad I'm white. I say, well, you're not white. And your mom is misleading you. And when I tell her the truth, she go home and tell her mom and she come crying. Her mom says, I shouldn't say that to her. I say, well, you don't come to my house and disrespect nobody in my house. You come there, you be respectful. And it's only because my niece, they don't grow up enough for me to tell them the truth. But now that they grow up and I told them, you see the difference. Right? So read on, Ira.
Canada one can. Verse 8. To bind their kings with chain.
No.
And then
No. We are going to hold hands. We are going to drink cup of tea together. And we're going to play ring ding. We're going to jump around a circle and be happy. Everybody's going to live loving and happy.
La'a. To bind their kings with chain.
To bind their kings with golds and silvers and rubies and diamonds and pearls. And we're going to live happy.
To bind their kings with chains.
With chains. I ain't no shiny nice silver chain or gold chain or platinum chain. We are talking about some serious rusty chain. Whatever the chain come out of the box or out of the storeroom look like, and that we are put on you. Yeah? Whether it be heavy or it be light, a chain in him away, a chain, and look what God says is going to do to their kings. Read.
And their nobles with feathers of iron.
And their nobles with fetters of iron. Right? So their
Right.
nobles likewise is going to go in chains. If you look at some of these whole slave things where they used to put on his fetters of iron.
Salaki, what you looking for, Moses?
Salaki, sir?
Some picture. Here's a picture with people. Oh, come on. With fetters of iron. These are what it's going to look like for them. Fetters of iron. Because we have already served these pictures with fetters of iron. You see it look? And I'm not sure if their one is going to look as good as this. Because, boy, the righteous love we're going to put on them is going to be totally different. And it's not we write this, We are only reading it in the context that it's supposed to read. Isaiah 28, verse 9 and 10. Ariella, can you find Isaiah 28, verse 9 and 10 for me, please?
What do you want?
All that, Ira, all we have. Isaiah 28, verse 9 and 10.
Son, you want it now?
Can?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Read on.
Verse 10. For precept must be upon precept.
Well,
precept upon precept.
For precepts,
line upon line.
Precepts must be upon precepts. So this is the context we are reading the Bible in. Precepts upon precepts, lines upon lines. Precepts mean paragraph, lines mean sentence, right? And that's how we are reading it in the context that it was supposed to be. Your pastor won't do this. Your pastor will only read like maybe one sentence, and everybody start clap and jump in the church, and everybody start speaking in tongues and baba luba pan who flick over like they have their father culture. That's all we see going on in the church. Nothing else. Whenever you sit down and give the precepts of all the Bible is supposed to read, like if you buy a new phone. Obviously, you're not going to just put your phone on your ears and you know to work. No, you're going to read the manual and you apply it so you can know if you want to. So you want your husband number for store now, number key one, which you're not going to get the store na key one anyway, because key one is for voice message. You get it, but you're going to get the store na key two. You know of the store and you select the key where you want to, like speed dial. Okay, me take on my phone. Me now if you go search your husband number or wife number, you press hold on number 2 on the key and you know, say husband number dial automatically. Key 3 can be a son, key 4 can be, and it go right down the line. So all of the numbers you see on the phone can store a special, all of the number can store a special keys and can store a special number. So you can do speed dial without having to go right through the phone manual, right? So when the Most High tell you how to read the Bible, this is how he said to read the Bible. Read number 10 again. 9 verse.
Khan, the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
So you see, you must search the whole entirety of the book. Even get if your Bible only have 66 books in it, go and get the Apocrypha where have the rest of the books in it. So when you read it, you can see that the whatever is in the Apocrypha still conform to whatever is in the book. So we just get in 2nd Ezra 6 verse 54, then we go to Isaiah 40 verse 15, and the same thing goes along, right? So now when you understand how to read the Bible, you realize your pastor don't know nothing. Those upon the choir only did if sing and make noise to distract you. Because we can go into the book again and show you when the Most High say, put away the noise of your songs, because these people worship with their mouth, but their heart is far from me. Right? Now, if you go and your heart a pastor where your heart is, I'm tell you in your chest. There's no question that I'm tell you your heart in your chest. But if you read the Bible, he never tells you your heart in your chest. That's something to say?
Khan, yeah, that's a heavy point, because the same thing they teach us is that the Spirit of the Most High God is in the church. The same as the Muslims teach that the Spirit, or you'll find God in the mosque. Ira, if you can just pull Hebrews 7:48. And Mozart, could you do me a small favor? Get me Psalm 115 and verse 2. Verse 2 and 3. Ira, read that for me, Baba Kasher.
7 and 4, you say, right?
48. 7
This
and 48.
is the book of Hebrew, chapter 7 and verse 28.
Now, just before you read this, Ira, bear in mind what Moses just taught. The pastors, our pastors that led us out of slavery in 1865 through the 14th Amendment, teach that you will find God's Spirit in the church. Read that, Baba Kasher.
Khan. This is the book of Hebrew, chapter 7 and verse 28.
48.
No, Hebrew is still 28.
It's character 28.
Hebrews chapter 7, verse 48.
Hebrews
no,
7
there is
to 28.
still on to 28, sir.
Salakia, Acts 7 and 48. My bad, Salakia.
No sweat, other one. This is the book of Acts, chapter 7 and verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands. And
Okay,
say,
so I thought the Spirit of the Most High God can be found in the church, can be found in the mosque. Read that again, Baba Kasher.
Khan. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
Okay. Tawada. So clearly, Paul, a loyal servant of God, who wrote the book of Acts, is telling us, you can't find God in the church. You cannot find the Spirit of God in the mosque, or the synagogue, or any other brick building. So where the hell do we find the Spirit of the Most High God? Check Isaiah 55, 6 and 7. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. So seek him while he might be found, according to the prophet Isaiah. Where can he be found? Call you upon him while he is near. When is the Most High God near? Well, we teach, according to our records, through his vibration. Can you read that from Mozart? So we can establish where we find the Most High God, the Spirit of the Most High God.
Go on for it.
In Psalms.
We're in Psalm. What
115, verse 2 and 3.
115.
The Psalms.
Like you said, precept upon precept, line upon line. We're not taught this in the church.
Verse 3.
Wherefore should the heavens say, where is now their God?
So the heathen, these other nations, are saying, where is our God? Where the heathen say, where is now their God, the Hebrew Israelites' God? Where can you find our God? Read verse 3 from the other one, Baba Kasha.
But our God is in heaven.
Our God is where?
In the heavens.
Read on, Baba Kasha.
He hath done whatsoever he pleaseth.
He has done whatever he pleases. He is not in the church. He is not in the mosque. He is not in the synagogue. He is in heaven. He is the Most High for a reason. He is higher and above everything else, all things. And to find his spirit, you will have to find a teacher. And that temple that the Bible talks about, that church that the Bible talks about, is the teacher, the body. As Christ taught 2,000 years ago, he was the church. When ISUPK, under the command of General Johanna, are on street town, we are the church. That is the church the Bible's talking about. Why would Paul record that you cannot find the Spirit of God dwelling in these brick buildings made by man's hands? And that's a valid point, because precept must be upon precept. There's 3 precepts that align together. Salakia.
Okay. Ira, can you go back to Psalms 148, verse 19 and 20?
Canada come, sir. This is the book of Psalm chapter 149 and verse 9.
No. Sorry, you don't reach that far down. You're supposed to reach about verse 6.
Sir, we was at 8, where to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron.
That's right, you are there. Right, so we know now that our pastors who was supposed to be leading us is not leading us to the Most High, is leading us to the bank. Right? Because that's all they desire. Right? In the ISUPK, we don't carry you to the bank, because we ain't going to clean you out. No. We carry you to the altar where you learn to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
We don't ask you for a contribution. If you want to contribute, that's fine. Even though it is a law for you to give a certain part of your earnings to upkeep the equipment, not for how we are working here. So we don't want nothing for nobody. We work and we make our contribution, right? So when your pastor want a new car, it come to you. A mortgage you want to pay, you better make sure you put money in the offering plate. A wife want a new hairstyle and new nails and new whatever. Oh, sorry, the sister wanna.
Yeah. So you say all churches taking money.
Yeah.
Give to causes and different things like that. You're saying they always look for the same.
Yes.
All churches.
All churches.
No, my church.
Really? So wait, so if I may ask, what do your pastor do with the money? Does he come to all of you and show you how the money spent?
There's no pastor, just elders of the church.
Elders. So do they give you a breakdown of how the money spent? Yeah, you see
My
that?
dad was an elder.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, do they show you a record of how the accounting system in the church works?
Yeah, they have all that ready for you to look at and for you to see.
Okay, so can right, that's fine.
Because it's fishy going on. I know some churches do that.
But
I'm not
I'm
saying
speaking
all
from my
churches.
experience. You are telling me that your church don't do that, but all of the church that I have visited,
But you generalize it on this.
well, I
You're saying
have,
all churches.
well, I have to generalize because that's what we see going on even on the internet, right? I can't
That's
say
Right.
right.
about your church because I haven't been to your church. I don't know nothing about your church, but you are telling me now that that don't go on in the church. I have to take your word as word of mouth for it now. Now, what I'm gonna say is say because of in my community, people left from London to come and open church down there, and then they left go Reading go open another church, like they think I shop them are open. And that's and when they find out that the man only want to come one time a month, I invite them to London for one service, and then they come back down. It is costing them, but he's the one benefiting from it. When he get that money and he realize that the people in Glasgow are not showing out their contribution as they used to do, he starts saying, okay, he might have to start coming back down the regular to keep church. So you see, he's gonna tell them, oh, his mortgage need to be paid. You're not supposed to tell church members that your mortgage up here. What about the church member mortgage? Can okay,
Right.
back to the point about your church. Has any of your church member come to your elders in the church and say, okay, I cannot pay my light bill this month. Can I get some contribution toward my light bill? Does that happen in the church? Well, good.
Well,
Good. Your elders still have values then.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of churches that goes on. I'm just saying that not every church is bad. Not every church is bad.
Well,
my parents came and sent kids to this country. Lots of people didn't have nowhere to live. The church put them up upstairs. They helped them.
that's good. That's brotherly love. That's brotherly love, and that's good. That's what we want to see happening among our people, right? But I'm talking from my point of view of knowing churches. From back home in Jamaica, as a Kittitian, you have come and show me something different. That is still there's still a little value left in some of us, and I'm sure it's not the young ones; it's the elders, because the young ones want the newest shoes, and they will have 10 pair of shoes in the house, and you can only wear one at a time. But yet still because they see that money and it's easy to come by, they take it without a remorse. Guys who grew up with me in Jamaica, because there was a church in my lane, right now the halfway part of my lane. So because I lived on this on the church in the middle. And those same guys steal money out of the church. And you see what become of them? Not one of them fear after nothing. Yeah? So I'm telling you, with this generation and the high pastor where them are put in a church, it not gonna work with them. You have to have people who are disciplined from old time is how to manage money and not make the little glamour and the glitter frightening that they start abusing position. Not all of these pastors can hold that down because the pastor don't want a high tight hand. You can't beat them in the tight pants when they come to church. You know? The woman them have a hard time sit down to hold the church pastor them pants tight. And then jacket stiff off of them like cock chicken. Like bossy cock chicken, you know? And then pants tight, you can't even, if you go like this, you pinch them if you try to take the pants off of them leg. So thank you for bringing that up front, that your pastor, your elders still have values and value their people enough that they can put them up when they need help. Pastor
Just to add to what you've just taught, I think the main thing we've got to remember when we're teaching about the churches is it doesn't matter what fundamental morals or values that the church pushes regarding tithes or helping blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They're not teaching the Bible in the church. And that's the main issue. Our people must leave the church, leave what our pastors are pushing in these brick buildings, because they are not teaching our records, our traditions, our culture, how to make it to the kingdom.
That's right.
So their values are nil and void.
That's right.
That's right. That's true. Because a lot of them, yes, They might have good money management values because they are disciplined from a early time to know that stealing is wrong, so they still hold that moral standard. But lot of them still stumble when it comes to really breaking down the understanding of the Bible, which is true. I support 100% on that because their way of learning the Bible is not the way the Bible is. It should be taught because if Christ died the way he died, Paul died the way he died, Peter died the way he died, John. That means they weren't preaching the gospel like these pastors are preaching nowadays. This watered down gospel ain't Christ won't preaching that. Because when Christ opened his mouth and preached, you what some of this the disciples say? Should he be saying things like that at this moment? Because what he was saying was raw baba. He ain't watering it down. Paul wasn't watering it down. Peter wasn't one. None of the prophets was watering down the Bible like nowadays pastors do. Because they want members in the church, whether they've been doing right or wrong, they come in the church and they live the same life they've been living outside. So guess what? And true pastor himself might not live in a decent life neither. He cannot school them. But if you come in here and we see I do something wrong, we know we're not doing that. So we're not going to accept you doing that inside here. We are going to make you know, say, look, no, man, you're not going to contaminate this. You're not going to bring this down to your standard. This has to be what the Bible says are nothing. We ain't accepting your out-door style coming in here and behave like you think that this is the Christian church where you think you can bring out the, your filthiness. In here, sir, nobody's trying to steal from anybody. Nobody's fighting anybody, right? People do have disagreement. Don't get it wrong, because we're only human and we come fallible. But the only thing we can do here, call your brother or your sister, give a meeting and let everybody put their point forward, and we try to squash this as best as we can, right? There's nobody who want changes, better changes, right? You have to come together and get the problem out of the way, and then you can say, my brother, I forgive you. My sister, I forgive you, right? This is how we get over the problem. But if some people's gonna still have like a bubble in their stomach and walking around, okay, he offend me and I can't forgive him. Well, the Bible tells you, leave your gift at the altar and go and reconcile your brother. And then come back and give your gift. Because Christ is telling me, now why your gift? Because Mr. say your heart not clean against your brother or your sister. None of we not above mistake. None of we not above doing wrong things at any time. Because some people, yes, they still have that fire in there where they can't control. And at times they will lash out and they will say things in the moment of anger. And then just come back down and say, you know what? I'm sorry. And I'll sorry. And whenever you use the word sorry, you have to use it in such a technical way that you put every effort in not making that same thing reoccur again. Because it's a temptation, it goes around in circles and it come back with different way. And it approach a different time at different times. Sometimes when you're strong point, or sometimes when you're weak point, or sometimes when your mind are really deep on the situation, it just come back like that. And you have to come for it and say, oh, we're not gonna make this happen again, And this is how we overcome things, by sitting down and talking about. We are not kids in here now. We are adults, and we're supposed to do things like adults. Right?
That's right.
And this is how we are supposed to keep unity among ourselves. Because when you judge, you're not going to see if you can argue with him, Him put you in judgment by you and I hate that. You got to do whatever you have to do to make it right. But with this now, sorry,
So something goes on in the church and something's not right and something's not respected. Do you mean to say that is addressed and sorted out? You're saying that we should sort things out. So is that what happens?
That's how we should do it, of course. You call a meeting or you talk to one of the elder, and the elder arrange a meeting and we all come together. Whosoever you choose, because maybe you don't want people at the same time, because you don't want your business to splash out with everybody, but you do come together and everybody put their point forward. And whosoever is wrong in this kind of, accept where you're wrong and give your apology. You likewise accept the apology and accept where you go wrong, because look, it takes two to make a quarrel. If you're talking to yourself and say you're mad, don't it? So if you are somebody arguing, then it takes two to make a quarrel. So sort it out and put the childish little behavior aside and know so we are moving forward now. We all make mistakes and sorry about this, but we have to move on from here. So with this,
man, if you show him Imadium Shabbat, Imadium Rock.
Yahweh
Rockstar.
Yahweh Shimei Shabrak Thumb.
Yajamata. Dismiss. Lord of Christ Akim, yeah?
Respect.
Salam, sir.